Shalom, shalom. This is I want to start off, of course, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. The one said, Apostle Great Millstone, Ruah, Chief World, because I shall want to brothers, this was few sisters tuning in, listening, and learning. And just getting right into it. Got this, pretty much one of the brothers that posted this. It says, new poll claims that the vast majority of Americans, 96%, do not hold to a biblical worldview following COVID-19 lockdowns, which is true. Majority of people majority of people, wasn't relying on faith during during the time of the lockdowns. You could tell just off of the majority of people that had ended up taking waters. Not to say everybody who didn't take the waters, is like scripture scholars, but it's a lot of people that rely strictly on what Esau was saying, which is pretty much how you have to take the max, and it's so crazy, even after all of the recalls that's been done on these vaccines, you still got places out here that require you to have the max. So that this truly is the devil, and he's continuing to show it, boast in it, and just reveal it to the world, man, But once again, it said 96% do not hold to a biblical worldview following sea lockdowns. Nobody, for the most part in America relied on faith during the lockdowns. You can see that once again, just based off how many people had took the max, but just getting right to some scriptures. This is book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." And this man is getting rusty. Pretty much like it's at the point now, like people are starting to see these different things going on, like train derailments, and people starting to see right through that before it even happened. Like just recently, one of their brothers posted pretty much a post about the train derailment thing, and then he posted a previous video that happened before that about what seemed to be like an Edomite dude who was talking about how a train derailment was probably going to be happening right there in the next couple of days or weeks or months, and and it ended up happening. So pretty much his wickedness, it's pretty much being revealed. His skirt is being lifted up, and the rust is starting to show very, very sore, man. Read it again. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching," right? A way that he will humble himself and go crouching is, coming to the people and, making some type of lie scam about how, people are receiving some type of repercussion for the max, or, it will, making people think that it actually was some type of benefit from the max this whole time, when really it ain't doing nothing but making people sick, making people die, and other things, man. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Right? That's what that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be taking heed and being aware of this devil, man. Head on a swivel, looking out. On being on the watch. Because this man he's a madman. You never know what he'll do next, man. So just gotta continue to watch, man. You know, it says, "Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass." Right? He's being exposed. He's the Lord is bringing him to the light. People are starting to see more and more of his nonsense, even his own. Right? This is It says this book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 8. I'm gonna start from verse 7. It says, "But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded." Some of the missiles. It says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." And we see that now. We see that prophecy now. His own tongue falling upon himself. You got Esau snitching on Esau. You got a lot of Edomites that's coming out here and that's fed up with all the lies that's coming from these elites and bankers, man. And they actually coming out and exposing different things, and that's hurting them as well. That's hurting him, man. Any point of exposure that this devil gets, it penetrates him, man. It does some type of form of damage, because all he does is use that covering cast of a lie. He lied about this, lie about that, lie about what's coming next, you know, just so he can get his way. It says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves," and their own tongue is falling upon themselves, because you got a lot of Edomites, low level Edomites, who fed up with how things are going. Them being under, you got Edomites that's sitting up here, you know, in the same rank as Jake. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that going on, like that's pissing these people off. Um, you know, and that's causing you know hiccups in society and other things. But back to Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse, what was it, 13, verse 11. Let me see something. Okay, for chapter 12 and verse 11. It says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass." Right? It says, "And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away." Right. So that the rest of what? That sword, man. You know that sword, and that's why once again it's important to take good heed and beware of him, like we just read, because he is the sword. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shah, disappoint him." Right? That's what's coming. His disappointment. Like the scripture say, when he is eating, when he is eating upon his table, then suddenly shall the wrath come upon him. All right. Got another one. Um, this is the book of First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So yeah, that's what's gonna come upon him. He say peace and safety when he has for the fullness of a sufficiency, or pretty much when he had his fullness, the fullness of his belly, man. When he think he got everything established, everything in point, on point, that's when the Lord is gonna come upon him, man. But it says, Psalm 17, verse 13, arise, O Lord, disappoint him. It says, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, right? And we ask him to be delivered from this man. A sword is a weapon of warfare. It's made to kill and destroy, man. And that's what this devil is. He's a sword, man. For the slaughter. You know, but which going back to this Ecclesiastes, it's like Ecclesiastes chapter 13 verse 11. It says though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped through a looking glass, right? Because if you don't beware of him, right? If you're not being aware of the devil, what's gonna happen? You're gonna fall for it. You're gonna fall for every one of his single last one of his oop-de-doos and whatever he throw your way, because you're not being aware of those different various swings of the sword, man. If you will. Let's book of Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Right? All right, so woe to them that go down, Egypt meaning Matazayar, Mizraim. Yeah, Matazayar. It's like it. But Mizraim, which means pretty much bondage, you know. And right now we under the bondage and oppression of this devil, who once again he's rusty, you know, um, with all of the things that he's doing, in his wickedness. But point being, you should still be able to tell through his rust, just through, like the scriptures say, being aware of him, seeing him through the looking glass, that he is not to be trusted, man. But that's why it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. And why would you trust this devil, man? Why would you trust this devil? This book of Proverbs chapter 30 verse 5 says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not into thy own understanding. Right. It's like I ain't mean to get that. I really meant to get the etymology for this word trust. You're supposed to trust in the Lord. You're supposed to trust in the Lord. When all of that that taking the max, that was these people leading onto their own understanding. They didn't really understand what to do. That's why they took it. But we coming out of the scriptures and we telling these people what to do. This is the word trust in the etymology. It says reliance on veracity. It says integrity. Right? So what these people did, they was relying on this devil. They put their integrity into what Esau has going on. It says, or other virtues of someone or something. It says religious faith, help, confidence, protection, right? Protection. We just read in the book of Isaiah 31 verse 1. It says, them that go down to Egypt for help. Then when talk about that help, that means, what it says right there, help, confidence, protection. That goes into all that, man. Support, You know,
Strong's H 5833. Ezra.
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 All right. It says help, secure. All right, secure like security. It's being secure. Secure. It says assistance. Right. Help, secure, one who helps. Which we desire all these things from the Lord. Of course, we do our day to day, our daily, dealings with this devil and in our everyday society. Um, but other than that, our trust should be strictly based on the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, from Old Norse trust, help, confidence, protection, support. All right, these people were very confident in that max. They was very confident, but confidence can be wrong sometimes. Your confidence can be wrong, which that was completely wrong. Trusting in this devil when you could have put your trust and confidence once again in the Lord. It says, "Oh, high German trust, fidelity." Which we not gonna ponder upon that. We not gonna just continue to beat these people for taking the max, because these people gonna do it again if the devil you know you know present it to them again. They gonna do it with the sea help. That's gonna be the ultimate one. These people continue to take their boosters and listen to whatever he says, man. You know, it says this pretty much just strictly once again for the elect. Because we understand like it's a lot of people who took the max that regret it and actually want to come and fear the Lord. You know, we got something out there, like that. It says old high German trust fidelity. It says comfort, consolation, agreement, alliance, to believe, trust, and trio, faithful, trusty, be firm, solid, steadfast. That's pretty much it on that. But let's see. I'll read this one more time and I'm gonna close out. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help." It's what Isaiah chapter 1 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words. Right? Hey man, the Lord ain't gonna call back, his words, man. Them plagues is like the scripture said, the plagues shall come, who is him that shall turn them back? The Lord gonna send them plagues. They coming. Them prophecies is coming. It says, but will arise against the house of evildoers, right? The house of Edom, these other heathens in their house, right? And against the help of them that work iniquity, right? So all the little helpers, what I mean? That's feeding you with these maxes and feeding you with these philosophies, feeding you with, this American dream, or this Chinese dream, or this Brazilian dream, whatever, where you at, doing this wickedness, man. Trusting in your enemy. Speaking to these jakes, the Lord is gonna come against, those that help in the midst of iniquity, man. you know, and you Jakes is gonna fall victim to that. You're gonna continue to fall victim to that because you're gonna continue to have these wicked Jakes. You're gonna keep doing everything that this devil says, man. But You know, that's the Lord don't want them to have the spirit. But Lord's willingness to edify and throw every best friend shall forgive me. The spirit to do the lesson to the next time I say Shalom, Baba Ball.